Amsterdam say Frisco say Switzerland say Sao Paulo say Joburg say Mexico say Stockholm say Jamaica.
Welcome, everyone, to Indianapolis, Indiana. It's the home of the Pacers, where we broadcasting today's action live. And with the road trip approaching, the Pacers will play the final game of their homestand. 16 games off the lead, they may not be championship contenders, but a dangerous team.
This is the last matchup between these two teams in the regular season. They already hold that 2-1 advantage in the season series, and they'd like to make it 3-1 tonight.
And Greg, you know, these individual series between teams are sort of a season within a season. I mean, you always want to come out on top, so I think they're looking to take care of business here tonight.
So the next starting five: Campbell in at 2 guard. Brook Lopez is out there with Young. Then there's Johnson, and it's Jack in at the 1.
Perfect screen there. Set him up with a terrific look.
Yeah, I like the fact that the setup was good, the screen was solid, but you also have to look at the fact that the defender didn't do his job as well as he could have.
Now here's Johnson. Paul George unable to get his shot to go. Count the bucket.
Sometimes folks forget about his decent mid-range jumper. He can knock those down all game given a chance.
Hill dishes to George. We're about 1 minute into the first. To the paint, shot from 12. That one rolling around and rims out.
Defense did a really good job of choking off the middle there once he got inside.
Jack passes to Campbell. Screen by Young. Jack with a screen on George. Here's Lopez, and taken away by Ellis. And now the fast break, George with the ball. And that one's good. George has got his first bucket of the night.
And I like how he puts himself in position there to finish on the break.
Yeah, you know, that's what we call seeing and feeling the game. Excellent read of how that play was going to develop and where the ball was going. That's stuff that you oftentimes can't teach, Greg.
And the basket by Hill.
There's PG creating for a teammate. Terrific dime drop.
Last outing for Indiana. They won that game against Houston.
What a luxury when you have depth. I mean, a lot of their scoring in that win came from their reserves. And make no mistake, they carried the load for that team.
Without question, the starters can't do it all game long. You need that help from the reserves, and they got it in that one.
Pacers have gone 3 of 5 shooting the ball so far. And a wide open look here for Ellis. That one's off. He's now 1 for 2. Johnson kicks to Freak. And the Nets miss again. On defense, the Nets, they trail by 1. They're moving on after the tough loss they took at the hands of Miami.
And I don't care how much you grind it out defensively. When you shoot it that poorly, you're going to struggle to win games.
Well, it's not only going to be a struggle, it's going to be virtually impossible if you shoot as poorly as they did.
Show up to the ceremony. I just bought a Bentley just to bet you Christian Louboutin.
Let's take a look at the Eastern Conference standings. Look at Indiana. They've done well enough to be in 5th place in the conference so far. And, of course, Brooklyn.
12 months, 24/7.
Yeah, I think for the Nets, hanging where they are, right in the middle of the standings, will not make things easy for them down the stretch.
Well, it figures to be a hectic finish to the season as they attempt to lock down a postseason berth. They've got very little margin for error the rest of the way.
Oh, here's Freak. 24-point outing in their last game against Miami. Here's Lopez. Just 5 to shoot. Jack for 3. Hill pulls it in. Indiana leading by 3. Outside Hill. Here's George. Can't hit. And Brooklyn will come the other way. Last time they met was in Brooklyn.
And you know what? A shame that either team had to lose that game because you had to be proud of the way they battled in it.
Yeah, I suppose that's right, but it still was heartbreaking. You hate to lose in OT, no matter how hard you played. You want to come out on top if you're going to play those extra minutes.
Here is Hill, following the basket by Freak. Hill dishes to Ellis. Lets it go from 14. Brooklyn with the rebound. Young's got his 3rd rebound tonight. Johnson, the pass to Campbell. Screen by Young. Down low. Layup off the pick. That drops.
How about how he sets his man up there, runs him right into the screen, and then gets the basket.
They set the screen. Hill against Jack. Outside, George. To the inside. Shot from 12. And there's Carlos Boozer on the assist by George. Boozer's got his first 2 points of the night.
Have faith in many, put your faith in nobody. I done been around, halfway around the globe, probably still ain't met nobody that seem picture perfect. We all buy lies, depends on the purchase. You can't walk a mile in the shoes, cause I'm steady running like water can't break. Let's just buy a pregnant woman. So I had to earn life, road to the riches, wouldn't change it for the turnpike. 365, 12 months, 24/7, gotta get it, I need it steady. No one get it out like you. They don't love us, they just love it, how we live, how we live, how we live, how we live. They don't love us, they just love it, how we live, how we live, how we live, how we live, how we live. See, they don't love us, they just love it, how we live, 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 how we live.
And let's take a look at the numbers for Hill. Averaging 12 points, 6 assists, and 4 rebounds. And some pretty good numbers, guys. He certainly...
How we live. 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 They don't love her. They just love her. How we live. How we live.
So an entirely new group in now for Indiana. Turner's checked in for Hill. Pierce comes in for Carlos Boozer. Rodney Stuckey's checked in for Ellis. And Mo Williams subbed in for Hill. A big group substitution here for Brooklyn. Anderson, he's checked in for Lopez. Bargnani comes in for Thaddeus Young. Hollis Jefferson's checked in for Joe Johnson. And Walters checks in for Jarrett Jackson. Now, here is Bargnani. He's averaging around 5.5 points a game. And he gets it to go. Several lead changes going on here in the early portion of this game.
Yeah, but neither team really able to jump ahead.
It reminds me of that cameo song, Back and Forth.
Pierce against Keith. And the foul called on Freak. That is his first foul of the game. And 1:01 left to play in the first quarter. And out of bounds as the Nets gain possession. We go now to the 2K leaderboard to find out who the top three-point shooters have been since the All-Star break. Fifth best, Paul Pierce.
And instead of wearing down as the season's progressed, his legs really seem to have gotten stronger, and so has his three-point shooting.
Brooklyn's gone just 1 of 4 from three-point range here in the first. Campbell, the pass to Hollis Jefferson. He kicks it to Walters. Pass to Campbell. Pocket 6. From 12 feet out. Tried to bank it in, but he misses. Indiana trailing here. Williams double team. Nobody near Jordan. No good on the triple.
You know, he's been off his game this quarter just a bit. Hasn't been able to get a whole lot to go so far.
Just 1 second between the shot clock and game clock. Anderson inside. Turner covering. And so he earns a trip to the line. Officials saw the contact and he'll shoot 2. Gwinnett shooting their first free throws of the game.
And as a team, really just middle of the pack in terms of their percentage from the line at about 76.
Guys, that says a lot about the poise of this team. I mean, they've been so calm, cool, and consistent at the stripe this year. I mean, that's impressive.
Outside, George. And still a close game as the first quarter comes to a close. Brooklyn ahead. They lead by 2. And the second quarter will get underway just after this short break. Close game now starting the second quarter. And from Brooklyn, guys, what jumps out to you stat-wise?
Just the start they're looking for in this game. Solid offensively through the first.
Very crisp and sharp. Not much stagnation at all on offense.
Gwinnett's with the lead. And now, brought to you by Gatorade, all fueled up and ready to go. Let's reset our lineups. On the court right now for the Pacers. Cole Williams out there with Ellis. Then it's Hill. Then there's Carlos Boozer. And it's Pierce in at the 3. And let's now go to the sideline. We'll catch up here with Doris Burke. Doris?
Well, Kev, Freak in the last matchup against the Heat was simply terrific. He finished with 24 points, as he usually does, really knocking down shots from beyond the arc. A dominating performance from a player who might start making waves around the NBA. That is what the franchise hopes for these guys.
All right, thank you as always, Doris. And another special game from a player that we know is incredibly capable for this team.
Yeah, and he proved his value again in that last game. I mean, he's a cog in their machine, no doubt.
Yeah, and they're going to need a few other players to lend a bigger hand today. I mean, they can't expect him to carry the entire load 2 games in a row. Well, I think that pass caught him off guard, but he showed us board hands, too.
Thaddeus Young, he's checked in for Brooklyn. Johnson comes in for Hollis Jefferson. Gwinnett shooting the ball at 42%. The dish to Freak. Jack against Hill. Now here is Jack. Defense is right there. Lopez sets a screen for Freak. Just 2 to shoot. The Nets need to get a shot off here. And so he draws the foul on the shot. A trip to the line to shoot 2.
I mean, even from over here, you can see that one pretty clear.
No question about it, Greg. I mean, a ton of contact and a good call by
Jarrett as well. Campbell is checked in for Jarrett Jack. Pacers shooting here about 46% for the game. Hill against Campbell. Hill kicks to Ellis. Boozer with the screen for Ellis. Now the pass to Boozer. Indiana moving it around. Pierce. And the go-ahead bucket, no good.
Very dangerous to leave a guy like that open. Lucky break there for the D.
There's the feed to Freak for 3. It's rebounded by Indiana. Outside Boozer. Passes it to Ellis. Hill has the open look. And the 3 ball is good. Hill's got his second bucket tonight.
And back and forth to go. That bucket gives us another lead change.
Too many of those to count. These teams have matched each other shot for shot, play for play. It has been impressive.
Freak dishes to Lopez. 20 feet out. And a big bounce off the rim, but it sinks right in. 6 points here for Thaddeus Young. The Pacers have gone 2 of 3 from the field here to open the second quarter. Ellis, the pass to Hill. Double team on Boozer. And he drops in the layup off the glass. And the Pacers lead by 2.
They have repeatedly probed inside in the first half, guys, and it's paid dividend.
And with as many points as they've gotten in the paint, you know, they haven't had to do much work on the perimeter.
No good from Campbell.
He hit a 3 in the first, but so far has been unable to capitalize here in this quarter.
Pierce kicks to Hill. Here's the floater. Rejected by Campbell. And now here's Johnson, a fast break chance. Campbell's shot's good.
It really does make the game easy for your teammates when you can lead them to the rim that well with the pass.
Hill against Campbell. Pick up by Hill. Ellis outside. High post shot. Here's Boozer. Good, and the assist goes to Ellis. Boozer's got 4 points now in the quarter.
Superb playmaking from Monte Ellis. That is right on time.
Break dishes to Johnson. Kicks to Freak. Young passes to Campbell. Young on screen on Hill. It's stolen by Hill. 1:27 left in the second quarter. And he was fouled in the act of shooting. Chance here now for a three-point play. And sends George Hill to the free throw line. It's on Thaddeus Young. Indiana making some changes. Turner's checked in for Hill. Paul George comes in for Carlos Boozer. And Mo Williams subbed in for Ellis. And a new group in for the Nets. Chris Anderson is checked in for Lopez. Bargnani comes in for Young. Hollis Jefferson's checked in for Joe Johnson. And Walters checks in for Bogdanovich. And Walters kicks to Freak. 1:10 left in the first half. Good on the shot.
Boy, they're knocking down the long-range shots. A lot of those same shots they missed earlier in the first quarter. They still find themselves down here. They're starting to make some headway into that deficit.
Williams with the ball. Still getting warmed up offensively. No buckets yet in the game for him.
Hey, they got the shot they wanted off of that pick, but it just doesn't fall.
Yeah, it didn't go down, but you'll take that shot every single time, Greg. That's good offense.
Hollis Jefferson passes to Bargnani. Here's Campbell. And that misses. That would have put him up. Indiana leading. 7-second difference. Shot and game clock. Pierce with a screen for George. He dishes it to Pierce. Brooklyn with the rebound.
Yeah, but the hand in the face, it's critical that you contest his shots every time down the floor.
Anderson, a screen on Hill. Campbell up top. Here's Hollis Jefferson. He got it up in time, but it wouldn't fall for him. And we're through the first half of basketball here, and what's been a good one. Pacers lead by 2. And now let's catch up with Doris Burke, who's standing by on the sideline. Doris?
Kevin, thank you. Here with Frank Vogel. And, Coach, you've got to be pleased with that first half. The ball was moving. Your guys were sharing. Things were going well for you. What about it pleased you?
Yeah, the game is simple when you make the extra pass, when you play the right way. We start out playing this way. We got to continue it for 4 quarters.
Thank you, Frank. Back to you, Kevin.
Thanks so much, Doris. And we'll step away briefly, but get you right back in there for the start of the third quarter after this break. And now the start of the second half. Neither side jumping out ahead through the first 2 quarters.
Let's take a look at some numbers in this one for Freak. He has 11 points, and he's picked up 6 points from behind the arc.
I love the rhythm his outside stroke has produced today.
Brooklyn trailing. And on the floor for Randy Whitman as we get into the second half. Campbell in at shooting guard. Johnson is out there with Young. Then it's Jarrett Jack. And it's Lopez in at the 5. Campbell's shot's good.
Great way to start the half. Easy layup against some soft D.
The Pacers shooting at 48% from the floor. Looking good. To the inside. Lopez with the steal. Johnson with it. George picks him up. Johnson kicks the Freak for the lead. Hill gets the rebound. Hill's got his 3rd rebound on the night. Here's Ellis. Good, and it's Hill picking up the assist. And it's 6 points for Monte Ellis.
He's just such a well-rounded offensive player. He's got a little bit of everything.
Jack dishes to Freak. And Jack kicks to Freak. Oh, and that one, no question, powered it down.
Boy, I love the great assist that time by Jack.
And a minute played as the second half gets going. Jack against Hill. He feeds it to Ellis. Screen by Boozer. The drive by Ellis. Hill. And he finishes it off with a one-handed jam.
And a sturdy screen set for him that time. And he doesn't fool around, just straight to the rim for the finish.
No way for his man to get around that one. That's for sure.
No chance, Kevin. I mean, the screen was in the right spot. His feet were set. He would have had to go straight through him, and that's not legal.
Ellis kicks to Hill. Looking for George. He gets it there. Got a piece of it.
I'll tell you what, folks. I bet he won't miss that shot next time he takes it.
Campbell with it. He's picked up by Hill. Campbell against Hill. Now here's Freak. He's guarded closely. 11 feet away. And there's Lopez. That's good on the assist by Freak. Lopez has got it all tied up now for the Nets. The Pacers have gone 2 of 3 from the field to start the second half. Get this update now from Doris Burke, who's across the way on the sideline.
Kevin, I was able to hear the advice.
1:12 left to play in the third. Left side, Pierce. In the corner, George with it. A floater, and it's good on the way in. George has got 6.
Guys, that time you went for the fancy finish for us there, man. That was sweet.
51 seconds left in the third. Pick by Bargnani. Williams against Campbell. 4 on the clock. And up the court come the Pacers on the break. Stuckey can't get it to go.
Boy, he blew the easy 2 by profile. Trying to look good. That's a bad decision and poor execution.
Pass to Hollis Jefferson. Here's Bargnani. And such a nice move to make the basket work. He's got 8. Pacers leading by 8. George up top. 6 points for him. With 1 on the clock. He got it up that time, but it wouldn't fall for him. Shots continuing to fall as we conclude the third quarter. Both teams putting up points. Indiana out in front. They lead by 8. And do not go away, as we'll be back in just a few moments with the start of our fourth quarter coming up next.
I want you to know that I'm all
The fourth quarter just moments away now as we welcome you back.
And once again I'm yours in fractions. It takes me down, pulls me down low. Honey, it's raining tonight, but storms always have a night.
The Pacers shooting has just been outstanding tonight. 56% as a team in this game. They've got Ellis. Hill is out there with Paul George. Then it's Turner. And it's Hill in at the point. That's the Pacers 5. And Turner kicks to George. Here's Ellis. The shot's good on the assist by George. George has got 3 assists in the game.
And an open pass to the hoop there. Easy bucket. We've seen that far too many times today.
Lopez drives in. Good work defensively by Turner.
That's something they need to do more of. Get after it on the glass. Go get those balls.
Clark, it wouldn't hurt. Some extra possessions would definitely help narrow the gap and maybe swing the momentum.
And the foul on Jarrett Jack. That's his 4th foul of the contest.
And that 4th foul, guys, might force him to scale back the aggression from a defensive standpoint. He does not need, nor does the team need, number 5.
Boozer, he's checked in for the Pacers. Thaddeus Young, he's checked in for Brooklyn. Johnson comes in for Hollis Jefferson. The offensive rebound. Nets trail by 10. Young outside. To the middle. Here's Campbell. Terrific assist. A nice finish. Solid play all around.
You know, that's a case there, Kevin, of him making a pass to a spot, and then he let his teammate run right into it. Well executed.
Hill passes to Ellis. A 3-ball. Makes that one his 6th of the night. Shooting a very healthy 6 for 9.
He was great in his last game, Clark, and clearly he has not lost that love and feel.
Jack against Hill. And misses it off the right side of the rim. Indiana leading by 11. Ellis kicks to Hill. Can't get it to go. Good defensive work there by Young. They really want to find that igniter here.
Yeah, that's right. Kevin, the offense has basically been running in place.
They got to get going. Shoots a 3, and he drops it in. Just a pretty release there from Campbell. Freak's got 5 points in the quarter. Doris Burke has an update for us. Doris?
Hey, Kevin, during that last break, I heard Frank Vogel addressing his team. He gave his guys the green light to keep firing from downtown, telling them, listen, I like the work you're doing out there. Keep finding those gaps on the perimeter. They're giving us open shots.
Ellis goes in. And foul called as he misses. He'll go to the line and shoot 2. Joe Johnson picks one up.
Ellis having terrific game. He's got 13 points, and he's created a lot of chances for his teammates also.
And Clark, some of those assists that he's got today have been just electric.
Playing too much on them. Look, just up the ball inside.
Trail by 10. Jacks up a 3. And the rebound goes to Boozer. Boozer's got his 5th rebound in this one. This is DeJoy. And so he draws the foul on the shot.